Gumball Watorson is not just a blue cat. He's not just a 12-year-old. He's not just your average chaotic animated character. Gumball is a walking, talking, reality-breaking, dimension-hopping, casually omnipotent force of destruction. And today, we're going to answer the question nobody asked, but everybody should. How strong is Gumball Watorson really? Spoiler, it's bad for the multiverse, so buckle up. We're scaling this cat from 1% to 100% power. And trust me, by the end, you might start questioning your own reality. 1% power. At just 1%, Gumball already has hands. Like, real hands. We've seen him go from goofy school fights to full-on anime-level combat. In the remote, he doesn't just fight Darwin. He does full combos, launches spin kicks, weaponizes a couch, and beats up his whole family in a 3-minute action sequence over a TV remote. His power source? Pettiness and stubbornness. Oh, and fun fact, he once challenged Banana Joe to a duel using only facial expressions, and won. Peak Gen Z warfare. 5% power. At 5%, Gumball starts interacting with the fabric of the show itself. In the job, he starts jumping between animation styles, like he's pressing Shift plus Tab on the source code. 1 second he's hand-drawn, the next he's CG, and then suddenly, he's inside a photorealistic world. And you know what? He doesn't flinch, he just vibes. At this point, he's already more powerful than most anime protagonists because he's not bound by animation rules at all. 10% power. Gumball has survived Darwin's scream that literally shattered the universe. Like, reality cracked like glass. Darwin screamed so loud, the world glitched. Gumball, still standing, still complaining. You know what else he did? In the signal, he becomes fully self-aware. He notices the show is glitching, looks straight at us and says, "Something's wrong with the show." He's not just breaking the fourth wall, he's talking to the network itself. And before we jump into Gumball's 25% form, the version of him that casually walks through the void, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because we're about to talk about cartoon-level godhood, and you do not want to be a background character when that happens. Just ask Rob. 25% power. So at this point, Gumball enters the void, a place outside space and time where Cartoon Network hides its biggest mistakes. Rejected characters, canceled episodes, copyright problems. It's basically cartoon purgatory. Gumball finds a way into the void, and more importantly, a way out. Do you understand how wild that is? Most shows get canceled and stay canceled. Gumball doesn't just survive cancellation. He walks back into the episode like, yeah, I saw the end of reality. Anyway, what's for lunch? 40% power. Gumball plays with a time-traveling clock. Casually. He creates alternate versions of himself just by changing the time. Some of these versions are monsters. One is a CEO. One is just way too attractive. Point is, he can duplicate himself across timelines and bring them all into one place. Gumball isn't just Gumball anymore. He's Gumball Prime. In the night, Gumball doesn't just 50% power. In the night, Gumball doesn't just dream, he enters other people's dreams. Like a cartoon Freddy Krueger, but funnier and with less murder. He can alter dreams, control narratives, change forms, and he remembers it all. Dream logic is one of the few things that breaks reality rules. And Gumball treats it like training ground. Dude is lucid, dreaming his way into godhood. 69% power. Yes, we're doing this. Nice. This is the episode where Gumball eats himself, like full-on paradox style. He consumes his own body until he ceases to exist, and then comes back. That's not metaphorical. He literally returns from non-existence and just carries on like nothing happened. This is casual immortality, and also maybe a metaphor for YouTube burnout. 80% power. Activated Toon Force is that legendary level of power only classic cartoon characters unlock. Bugs Bunny has it, Popeye has it, and Gumball, he eats it for breakfast. He survives explosions, squash and stretch deaths, gravity being off, time loops, and even losing the plot, literally. The episode, The Disaster, has Gumball rewrite the story mid-episode to win. He can edit his own canon, which means, technically, He has admin access. 90% power. Remember that time the animation starts lagging and Gumball adjusts the timing himself? He fixes the pacing of the episode. He plays the theme music manually. He controls what gets cut. This is no longer a character. This is a co-director. At this point, the only people above him are the writers, and he's looking straight at them. You can see him staring at the animators through the fourth wall like, "Do it. I dare you." 100% power. Now we're here. 100% Gumball Watorson is not bound by the universe. He can reboot reality. He can tank the Big Bang, manipulate timelines, survive cancellation, and even fight logic itself. He is the embodiment of chaos in a hoodie. He's not the hero of his story. He's the glitch that keeps the story going. If Cartoon Network's multiverse ever collapses, Gumball won't die. He'll just turn to camera and say, "Well, that escalated quickly." So, how strong is Gumball Watorson? Stronger than your favorite anime protagonist. Stronger than your plot armor. Stronger than the budget Cartoon Network gave him. Gumball is a walking paradox, and that's what makes him so dangerous and so fun. If you want a full power-level ranking of every Gumball character, or maybe a Darwin Watorson, secretly the strongest, breakdown, comment below, and we'll crack open that multiverse too. And remember, don't underestimate the blue cat. He's already rewritten your ending.